discretion is advised.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the New to Wrestling podcast. This week, we watched the July 6th, 1998 edition of Raw is War. And all right, guys, we're just going to have to be honest with you. It's like 2 days, 3 days. No, it's almost a week after the fact
It's
that we
almost
watched it. It's 2 or 3 days, like, past the fact that we were gonna record it again.
yeah.
It's fine.
The watching experience was so sinister that Xavier and I were like shakily like holding the metaphorical cigarette, like this is supposed to be fun.
Yeah, I was Ben Affleck against that wall, like so
Absolutely.
hard.
And Xavier and I, it was so egregious how troubling it was to watch this episode because I kept stopping and starting and reloading, and it was such a nightmare that
And like
eventually
one
we
of
were
us
like,
would freeze. You would like not
yeah,
like be live. It was a hot mess.
oh my God. And so we literally called it at some point. We were like, I may jump out of my fourth story window. We need to take a pause. And so I don't know.
Listen. And Lord knows we be working all damn day and then come and do this like silly little project. To be given
Yeah.
like an iota of a problem, I was really not.
We gotta choose us. I gotta put my oxygen mask on first. And we like slammed the laptop shut and like dipped. We were like, I gotta do it. But now we're back.
But
it's also 7,000 degrees in my apartment right now. So
100%.
I'm ready to
Mine's manufactured by this
yell.
light, but feeling the heat.
Mm-hmm.
So this episode starts with a recap of the prior week, which was the crowning of Kane, the big rematch between Stone Cold Steve Austin and Kane, and then Stone Cold Steve Austin winning the title back for the short, sweet title run of Kane.
Beautiful.
So just so that you're caught up, we're 2 weeks out from the King of the Ring. We're also in the midst of the Brawl for All tournament,
yeah.
which is just something.
It's something.
It's really something.
Although they got me with, if you guys missed it last week, if you fast forwarded, the Shamrock shorts, not the Shamrock shorts, Blackman.
The Steve Blackman shorts,
the Blackman blue shorts,
the
blue Blackman shorts. Either way,
yeah, took me to church, really and truly.
Amen.
Shout out to Kevin Ferrer Sanchez for the funniest comment on that little clip that I posted, where he was literally just like, the shorts had Xavier about to do like backflips because like I was like,
Kevin? I thought it was Pat. No, it was Kevin. Oh my God, it was Kevin. Because at first I thought of your roommate Kevin, and I was like, I don't remember, but Kevin, the KHS from Ringville. Hi, Kevin.
Right, no, 100%. And I was like, honestly, yeah, I watched that clip back and I'm like gripping the earth to let it don't like float away. I was like, damn, all right.
Majestic for all.
and to all a good night. But this episode opens proper with the Undertaker coming down to the ring, mad as hell. I forget that his new entrance is just like 3 explosions right after each other because like he's just like, and honestly, I think he also is still getting used to it because he's like just booking it past them and they're like bombs going off behind him like it's the opening scene of Saving Private Ryan, and you're just like, what is happening? You're just like, he's mad. He's mad. Big pissed.
So it works for him to rush through, but I feel like I've heard in an interview before that he really didn't like it. Like the pyro so close to him. He was like, first of all, it's hot. I'm deaf. I can't breathe. Like
yeah. But of course he's gonna no-sell that, obviously. But he grabs a microphone and he makes it short and sweet. And he's like, Austin, I want a title shot now. Thank you. And then we cut to the backstage area where Michael Cole has been given the task of trying to find our new champion. He's looking for Austin. Austin eventually comes out only to push Michael Cole aside because obviously you are superfluous in this scenario.
Absolutely.
Austin's got ears and he's gonna make his way to the ring regardless.
He's like, you rang, bitch?
No, 100%.
Is it clobbering time, bitch?
Yeah. And his music hits. The glass breaks, you know what that means. He comes down to the ring and he's like, basically like, okay, let's get it on. Only to be
No.
stopped by Vince McMahon, of course. And he's basically just like, what's wrong with this picture? The inmates are trying to run the asylum. Don't love that. And you're like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I guess technically you are in
Fair,
charge, sir.
fair,
Whatever. Whatever.
whatever.
Um, he's like, Taker, who named you number one contender? And Austin, who the hell do you think you are? And I was like, your biggest moneymaker, your
The
two-time
world champion
WWF champion? Like, what do you mean?
fucking smoked all the competition you keep sending to me. Like, stop embarrassing yourself.
No, 100%. 100%. Basically, Vince is like, you defend the title when I say I'm in charge, and you two are actually going to be in a match at the next pay-per-view, which is the fully loaded pay-per-view, but not in the way that you think. You are actually going to be a tag team. So it's going to be Austin and Taker taking on Mankind and Kane. And yeah, we're like, okay, period. Interesting. And just based on how this episode ends is makes a whole lot more sense.
Well,
And then he goes, I will name the number one contender tonight. So you and anybody else back there that has interest, which should be everybody,
right.
better tune in for that one. And then he's like, oh, and Austin, let me be clear about how I feel about you being the WWF champion again. Let me salute ya. And then just gives him the double birds. And you're just like, oh, honestly, I gotta give it to him. That was good. I'm not gonna lie. That was a good.
Yeah,
Sometimes the bad guy has to win
I know.
to keep the party moving.
And yeah, and it
Austin,
makes complete sense not to like let a match just happen out of the like, hi,
right.
so we
Make
can't
us
do
wait for
that.
it, you know.
Yeah, totally.
So Austin starts chasing Vince out of the arena, and that is that on that segment.
Mm.
And so our next one is going to be our first match of the evening, which is a Brawl for All match, and it is our boy Savio Vega taking on the debuting Brackus.
Guy,
We did this. I swear to God, we did this. I know this happened 30 years ago. I don't care. I don't care. The way that we were talking all this shit about the like just endless promos for Brackus, the like, and then we just up and forgot that this
never.
man exists. He became a figment of our imagination. He was a character in Pee-wee's Playhouse for all I knew. And
Period. He was a member of Maroon 5 for all I knew.
right, 100%, 1000%.
Name
And then
one other member other than Adam,
all of a
whatever his name
sudden,
is.
I shan't. I
I
won't.
won't.
Even if
Nar.
I could, I
I will
wouldn't.
not.
um, but
No.
lo and behold, we get the debut of Brackus, the thickest German you've ever seen.
They and I feel like I was just talking about this like a couple of weeks ago. I was like, I never forget anything. Don't ever. I remember when you guys were shoving Brackus down my throats and he never came here. You guys pissed me. And then they were like, here's this bitch
All right.
running around. Bring Brackus in because
No,
she's freaking out. Yeah.
100%. They said, here you
Sorry.
go.
But guess what? Savio Vega did us
Uh,
fucking proud, girl.
no,
Brackus who, bitch?
absolutely.
Brackus
Absolutely.
who?
My next note is, well, my first note was, I fear Savio is going to get eight. Looks can be deceiving,
He said,
and
no,
that's
I
on me.
eat.
That's on me. That's on me. I should not have ever doubted a fellow Puerto Rican.
And
That was
the
my mistake.
and Savio
Uh,
with the hands. We know he is da da da.
yeah, my next note is Sabi with the blows. Like he had like he my
He
thing is
rises again.
the thing that's crazy to me is not only did they make us wait all of this time and do all of this nonsense with Brackus, but they have him debut in a not wrestling match only to get his ass kicked. Oh my God. He
It was
must have been like
beautiful.
so bad in the ring that they were just like, you know what? Whatever.
Put him
Just get
out
out
there.
there. Like, just let Savi deal with it. And you're like,
let's
okay.
let let's let have Savio. Let whoa. Okay.
That was good.
That
Good.
was
Welcome.
terrifying. We literally
Welcome.
said before we started we are going to have a rough time speaking today because the two of us are like just I don't know, but they were
Shells.
like,
We're
let's let Savio have his moment. That's what I was trying to say. Now it feels very underwhelming. Let's
no,
move
absolutely
on.
no, and they absolutely let him have his moment. He had his moment all over Brackus's face and
Oh,
body. Brackus got rocked, and Savio picked up the victory.
yeah, girl.
It's
Brought a
crazy.
little smile to my face, a little joy to my heart. Reason
I
to
know. I
lose.
We don't see him enough, and we don't see him solo enough. So this was great. I'll take
Mm-mm.
it.
I know.
I'll
I miss
take
him
it. This tournament,
solo.
although absolutely unhinged, is at least like amusing. At the
For the viewing pleasure.
No, absolutely. I'm just like, was this a good idea? Probably not, but too soon to tell. We have Ken Shamrock taking on Jeff Jarrett with Tennessee Lee. No, my notes again. We're going off of a week old memory, guys.
Yep.
So the notes are really carrying us to the end of the finish line.
Yeah, girl.
Ken's really hard hitting. Ken is like no longer pulling punches anymore. He's just like, I'm crazy, and you're gonna feel every one of them. It's beautiful.
Mm, yeah.
Um, Ken's got some smooth transitions. Love to see that. Just the growth. That's the like working with like Owen in the dungeon and whatnot for you.
Yeah.
Um Ref lets Tennessee Lee cheat basically. He could
In front
basically
of
just
everyone's face.
no 100%. We're just like, oh, okay.
Oh, so we're
If
cheating
you're
now.
and we're just like, I don't know. Fine, whatever.
Whatever.
We get like a very interesting exchange of sleepers between the two. Um, and Jeff Jarrett picks up the advantage after all of the shenanigans with Tennessee Lee, but not for long. He gets power slammed out of his gourd,
Oh,
only for the returning King Mabel, the 1995 King of the Ring winner, comes back, smushes Ken Shamrock. Um, and yeah, just it was insane. It was bonkers.
yeah.
Killed him. That was the end of the match. Jeff Jarrett wins, or sorry, Ken Shamrock wins via disqualification. Hey, turns out the craziest part, not even just the match or the return of Mabel, it is when Ken Shamrock gets back up, pushes off the referee, and gives us the most primal scream just from his like absolute core of his being.
I literally just wrote Ken screams in all caps LMFAO and I was like, what was that? And then it just reminded me because I was like, where is he going with this? And I was like, the
Yeah,
scream.
the scream.
Like,
He just got like crushed by Mabel, is left in the ring, knocks over a referee because he can, and just gives out just a blood-curdling yell. And you're like, right.
right.
And then that segues immediately into a backstage interview with Michael Cole, and Ken's like huffing and puffing, and basically he's just like, Mabel, if you're a man, you're gonna meet me in the ring tonight, good and proper. And uh we'll see what happens there. Our
Hmm.
next contest is Vader and Bradshaw.
The big man.
No, 100%. I'm trying to like remember if this was just a regular match. Regular
Yep. Well, it's
match.
funny because in the previous one I had wrote Ken versus JJ having a normal match, which confused me at first. Because when they
Hmm.
started wrestling, I was like, wait. And I was like, oh, nope. Okay, wait.
No,
Every
100%.
other match, I was like, oh, we're wrestling. Okay, wrestling. Not boxing, wrestling.
Got
Okay.
it. Um Bradshaw doesn't get enough credit for how big he is, because
Not
he's standing next to Vader, and you're like, that is a comparable man. Like he is taller
big.
than Vader, and he is like just as girthy. Like
He
he
is a
is a
brick
thick man.
shithouse. He
No,
is.
yeah,
Mm.
absolutely. To quote Biggie, this match is big meaty men slapping meat. My next note literally just says wallop. Just because I'm sure it was accurate. Vader does not like they Vader does not pull punches. He's
No,
known for not pulling punches. People be like, "Oh, like how do you sell? Like you don't have to sell shit. Like Vader is
he's
actually
punching you in
punching
the
you in the
face.
head." So there was like I think an exchange between the two where it got like a little bit heated, and they were like, "Oh, we're like not in the brawl for."
Fighting. Yeah.
Um, 100% Kane and Mankind come down and just beat up everybody, forcing I guess the double disqualification.
For
And
what?
then Kane hits us with the Kane explosion, ends the segment. You're like, all right.
And I'm like, Bradshaw, I'm like, he's probably like, what did I do? Like,
Mm-hmm.
where did this come? Vader, I was like, he was Teen Paul Bearer for a minute. Is this like, I
No,
don't know,
it's just
some like
I think
to
I think
say
it's
that
more
they're
just for the
strong and they're together?
sake. Yeah, it's just for the sake of like, doing the damage.
The
Um,
show. Sure, sure.
right. But then our next match is a tag team match, the DOA, with their new manager Paul Ellering, taking on the Headbangers. Um, yeah, Paul is wearing a very bright pink shirt that says "Who's gonna beat us?" Very interesting. Um,
Hmm.
the Headbangers come out and pour hot wax on themselves. Sure.
Sure.
Like, I mean, not no, but
I
sure.
was friends with that person in high school too.
Paul joins the commentary team, and he's basically just like he's asked why he did what he did to the LOD, and he's basically just like it doesn't take a genius to see which way the wind is blowing. Basically, he's like, I am a gold digger. I am going where I think the money
And
is.
you know
Um,
what? One thing about it is at least he's honest.
mhm,
I hate all that. No, it's different. No, no, I
mhm,
want they're probably, which although I don't agree with choosing the DOA, and you know that I literally one of my notes says this stupid DOA shit. About
amen.
what? Could be anything.
It literally every time.
Apply all, control all, select. Like
Thank you.
all of it.
Basically he goes, I was there for the first chapter of the LOD. I'm going to be there for the final chapter of the LOD. They're prisoners of their own memory. Um, I
Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, he says.
know 100% all while his face looked like the villain from Sonic.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
God. Okay, I am
It's
so
the bald head and handlebar mustache. That's just like,
I have been trying to figure out which cartoon villain he looks like, and I for some reason did not think of it's the
yeah.
Sonic guy.
I can't remember his name. I know
I
Jim
can't
Carrey
either.
plays
I was
him.
just gonna say I think of Jim Carrey, which is whatever. But thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
During this match, it is confirmed that Mabel will take on Ken Shamrock later on in the evening. The Headbangers are on a roll, but this is a match to give us the taste of the newer, meaner DOA. That's the point. That's why we're here.
Because
The DOA win with a double slam.
Chains and whatever their freaking names and the
It's
motorcycles. That
Skull
wasn't
and
mean
Eight
enough.
Ball. So our next match is going to be D'Lo Brown taking on Terry Funk. This is the debut of D'Lo with the chest protector, this whole little gimmick.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I just love to see Terry Funk do anything at this point, honestly. So happy to see him out
Seriously.
here.
And honestly, I
So
love him and D'Lo in a match together. It's just like
no,
that's just so fun, good times for all.
no, absolutely. Terry with a beautiful leg pick, not to just be like, hey, still know what I'm doing, turns out.
Mm,
The chest protector coming into play almost immediately with the splashes in the corner. The Godfather is really taking shape as a character with the big ass cigar. You're starting to see the metamorphosis of what
that's
that is turning
scary.
into. Terry Funk hits us with the it's the Terry Funk
No.
moonsault where you are left just more concerned for Terry Funk than anybody else in the room every time he does it
Right?
because he somehow manages to always hit the metal
The
like
guardrail.
great. Yeah, just hits the guardrail every time. And you're just like you are gonna snap your femur in half
Like
Like,
his shins must be either like calcified from how many times he's hit it, or like I just don't know because and they will show it to you 700 times. It's
100%.
horrible.
And
But
the
I
thing
mean,
that's
it's Terry
crazier
Funk.
is he follows that up with a moonsault to D'Lo's back after the one he like misses and hits the
And
guardrail
we were
on.
going, I kind of remember this. We were going, no, no, you don't have to do that. Like
Right, no,
you already did it. Like
no,
you don't have to do it again.
100%. Um, Godfather nails Terry with a chain. D'Lo hits the lowdown, the big splash from the top with the chest protector. That is it for Terry Funk. He picks up the victory. Undertaker comes down, just absolutely chokeslams everybody, and that is that on that.
For
And
1 second, you think Undertaker's coming out because he's mad about Terry getting beamed with the chains, and then you're like,
but then
girl, if you thought,
you remember he chokeslammed Terry like while he was
yes,
checking on Mankind.
who
Like,
nearly died, yeah.
right.
So, and then we were
So
like, yeah, no, that's not.
no,
That's
that's not
choke
it.
slam for you too, sweetie.
No, 100%. So then Mr. McMahon comes down for the number one contendership announcement, and he basically like decides to like make this a beauty pageant. He's like, I'm gonna call them down to the ring,
He's so
and I'm
messy
gonna
for
have no
this.
100%. Like he's like, I'm gonna have them come face me. So he's like, he brings out Mankind, Kane, and the Undertaker, and he's like, Mankind, I feel your pain, but is it enough to make you the number one contender? And
Like,
he's like, and then he goes on to Kane and he's like, honestly, I don't even know what to say. I had no idea that you were so stupid. And you're like, you have got to be the dumbest man like on the face of the earth to accept that challenge last week.
this
Uh,
is what drove me crazy, though. I'm getting mad all over again because I'm looking at my notes and it literally says, then you should have said no, you fucking asshole. Because you could have just said no. They
a la
asked,
this morning, or like the top of the show, where
they
you were like,
literally,
I make the decision as to
uh,
when this title is
thank you. What you literally just did. But instead, you did your little game of telephone. Ooh, Paul, what do you think, Paul? What does Kane think? So why is he now getting the blame when you could have just said no? Shut up. Pissed me
mm,
off. And also, Kane being stupid, that's neither here nor there. We don't know because all we know is eh. So
right.
I don't know. But also, he's been in hiding for 20 years
Right.
with Paul Bear as his only access to the outside world. I'm sure there's not a ton of critical thinking occurring. So
No, I highly doubt he was
respectfully,
hitting that homeschool
apps
hard. So,
learning he's just learned about Undertaker and how to wrestle. So I don't so he's just gonna say yes to wrestling.
right.
Don't piss me
But
off.
basically, he's like, "You're dumb, but like, should I give you a second chance?" And then he turns to the Undertaker. He's like, "You." The way he says it, it's so funny. You
He's
evil excuse for a human. Why should you be named number one contender? And then he names a main event, which will be a triple threat for the number one contendership this evening.
which I did want to see. I was like, that sounds like fun.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, I was like, sure, just have each other
It
like,
is,
but also like Mankind's like still dead. Like I'm pretty sure like
yeah,
still very dealing with um
ow.
injuries.
And
But
I
then
do
that
think it was so messy though to bring them all out there just to rip them to shreds and then be like, and now you guys are gonna fight.
no,
But
100%.
not right
Well,
now, later. You just had
but
to
that's
come
his
out
like
here
favorite thing.
so I
Like what
could
do you
say it
mean?
to your face.
No.
You're ugly, you're stupid, and you're incompetent. I'm
No,
gonna make the three of you
100%.
the Stooges fight, but
She
later.
said, he said, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, you're cool, fuck
Fuck
you.
you. You're
um,
cool. You.
so good. But then that takes us into our next contest, which is the Brawl for All. It is Hawk taking on his good buddy Draws. This one was wild. This was
It
fists of
was.
fury, fists of blazing, fists
God.
every which way. It looked like a the equivalent of like when like a cartoon gets into like two cartoons get into a fight and then it's like a dust cloud and it's just like limbs and like
Yes. And
like
like for some
just
reason the number sign and like
right. Yeah, it's just like that. And that's how this match felt because it was just neither of them are boxers, neither of them are like particularly great like wrestlers like so they were just flailing. It was just fists everywhere.
it was sock and
Uh,
boppers, baby.
and they were getting punched in the face
Bombed, bro.
for real. Like
Oh my God.
they were brutalizing
They
each
were
other's faces.
they were almost like, oh well, if I have these big old mitts on, I'm sure it's fine. And they were
Absolutely
the
not.
smack.
Hmm. The smack.
Woo.
Um, 1000%. And then so this match ends in a draw. They are not worth. They are worse for wear. Like they just
Oh my God.
nobody really won
Amish.
in this one. I do respect the whole like we'll just beat the shit out of each other for the allotted time, and then when we're done, we're done.
Yeah,
Sure,
sure.
but damn, that was crazy.
Damn, they were, yeah, this one's actually kind of a silly fun one if you guys want to check it out because it's just you're just like, what is happening? But they're landing brutal punches. It's
No.
horrible.
So, hey, more power to you. So the next segment is Marvelous Mark Miro with Jacqueline.
Jacqueline.
Jacqueline's going to speak. We get a Sable chant immediately, obviously, as is synonymous with Mark Miro. But Jacqueline takes the microphone and surprises us all when she's like, I take full responsibility for my man losing last week. And I was like, no, girl, you
I
don't
knew
have
exactly.
to.
No, don't do that, girl. And I knew exactly where it was going to. I was like,
hmm And then she goes on to be like, everybody knows that he's the best boxer, but he had happened to have gone 12 rounds with me the night prior, so he was not up to the task. And I'm sorry,
mm,
but you should be. You should be skipping to your fucking
mm.
loo, um, the next
You
day.
should be yeah, absolutely more energized than you've ever been before. And she should have been left a liquid blob at home, just no bones.
100%.
If you really went 12 rounds.
So no one's buying it, but
Mark
it's
Miro
fine.
should have flown to the stadium, like one
Mm.
leaping jump and been crashed through the ceiling.
No,
That's
100%.
what would have occurred.
But then she goes on to be like, my man was deprived before. I was like, deprived? With Sable? Deprived? That's crazy. Um, and then basically he's just like, she was just like, Sable wasn't able. She looked good, but there was nothing under the hood. Basically, just calling her
Which
dumb.
I did write down because that's kind of funny.
Hey, listen, I love it too. But then Sable's music hits, and she's like, and this, forgive us, guys, was really the height of the start of the madness that was watching this
Technical
episode.
problems. Yeah.
But basically, he's just like, you got it all wrong. I've always had it pedaled to the metal. Mark's the one with a flat tire, if you know what I mean. Her
Hmm.
outfit was giving Madam Web, very cute.
But
Um,
complimentary.
yes. Um, and she's like, I know what a man wants. And this body is prime real estate. And then she's like, but you, how many times have you rented it out? And you're like, oh. And then she calls her a skank. And then
Yep.
this turns into, inevitably, as it does in the Attitude Era, a bikini contest.
Yeah. Yep.
And then Sable tells us that her bikini will be fully loaded. Basically, that's going to take place at the fully loaded pay-per-view.
She
Got
and
it.
I do want to say one, she also mentioned well, like because Jacqueline's like, I don't know when she says like the flat tire comment, and Jacqueline's like, she goes, well, they didn't have Viagra then,
Hmm
cunty. But also, yeah, I just want I mean, Sable won the Slammies bikini. Wasn't there a bikini contest at the Slammies or something? Yeah. If
Yeah.
she whips that bad boy out, it's over for the girls.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
why I'm even discussing this is making me ill, but I don't know.
We're here.
Here we
We're
are.
here.
And I love
Um,
Jacqueline. I can't hate her. I love her.
no,
She's
1000%.
gorgeous and interesting.
But then that's going to take us into Val Venus taking on Dustin Runnels. Dustin goes in for the handshake. He's still on his path with the Lord. So
His
he's
path.
he's on that journey.
I
And
don't know why that made me giggle so much.
but like more
On
more
his
power to him.
path.
um
Hmm.
basically oh uh I I love this. Val basically is like try evading Dustin in the beginning. Basically he's just like a come and get it kind of situation.
Mm-hmm.
Only for the camera to hard cut to like Edge lurking like in the
He's
shadows. And I can't every time they hard cut to this man, I'm like, what are we doing?
and he's just like,
Um I imagine like or maybe or like they're setting up a few like I don't know because he keeps showing up in like the mid-card-ish matches, like your Jeff Jarrett's, your Val Venus's,
oh
your
yeah.
so I'm guessing they're gonna try and like angle him in somewhere there, but it's like,
Mm-hmm.
girl, let's get you in the ring again because your first outing was
Hey.
not it.
No.
Uh
Oh my God, I forgot about that. What a
100%.
sin.
Um,
I know we've probably talked about this, but I just wish that Dustin was still Goldust at this time because the
right,
freak off between Val and Dustin, the gyrate off.
right, would be glorious.
I'm so depressed that I don't get to see that. And I said,
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, yeah, this match doesn't even make it to its end because Kai and Tai attack Val Venus, continuing the feud that started the week prior, where Val was basically gyrating all up around Yamaguchi-san's wife.
Right.
But Yamaguchi-san comes out with his wife, and basically this is his revenge. Not that his wife seemed that enthused about any of it. But
No.
Yamaguchi-san slaps Val and continues like mocking him, and then that's kind of like where we are left.
Right.
Um, Next segment. Before we
Oh.
get into this next one, we're going to keep it brief.
Yep.
Trigger warning.
Yep.
This is going to get into some it's racist, so we're
Very.
very much so. So just if you don't want to hear about it,
Please
fair.
fast forward.
There is a reason why this episode is no longer available widely, and I'm pretty sure it is this.
This.
We find out throughout the evening it has been alluded to that DX is like got a big surprise for us all. They've like gone into hiding, like nobody has seen them all day. We cut back to the arena after this Val Venus and Dustin match for the nation's music to hit only for DX to come out all in blackface, with the exception of China
And
and
Owen.
whoever was playing Owen. Everybody else, full blackface. And I'm not gonna like qualify it like everybody else.
Yeah.
Poor taste.
Bad. Bad.
The yeah, there's a reason why it's no longer available. It's bad. It's not a good segment. It
It's
obviously can like throws gasoline on the feud, because obviously the nation is not going to take kindly to this.
right.
But it's hard to watch
Very.
in 2026.
Yes.
In
And
1998, I'm sure it was also, but I don't think.
well, I yeah, I mean when I there's I took a picture of this guy actually because I was like this because they flashed to the audience and like everyone's laughing except this one guy. But do you see him like oh, you can't really see. Like behind
Mm,
this guy is like
oh, yeah. And it's like, what's happening?
but um I just it's kind of the same thing I felt. No, no. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that like the audience enjoyed it too much, and that's like what made it even worse. Like
Uh-huh.
they're like it. I don't know. I was like, "Ooh, everyone's enjoying this too much. It's freaking me out." And there were obviously when you panned to the crowd, there were some people that were like, "What is
Right.
happening right now?" But there were some people where I was like, "Okay,
Really into it.
I
Really
and
into
that's
it.
what really gets me. And it's like,
Hmm.
it's that age old question of who's worse, the person who created the content or the person who enjoys consuming it.
Mm.
But I will
Yeah.
say the only highlight of this part was one, China wanted no parts. She literally was like backed into the corner and just like standing there, did not get involved. She didn't get in the mix. She was like, I don't know about this. I don't like this. Like I could just energetically feel that she was like,
Hmm.
I don't really want to be a part of this. And honestly, whoever was Owen
Was pretty good.
was pretty good. I
Uh,
think it's weird to go along this journey, but whoever did Owen was pretty good.
I just like you could have just done the impressions without the blackface. Like you could have
That's
just, you know what I mean? Like you could
we
have
would
just
have got it.
we would have got it. You came out to their music and you were wearing their clothes. I didn't
And
need all
some
that.
people I feel committed a little harder than others. And those people did not surprise me who committed harder than the others. I was like,
So,
hmm,
yes. So,
interesting. So yeah, well,
that's that
and it
segment.
wasn't even honestly to be so serious, it was not even that funny. And I'm not even just saying that because it was uncomfortable. Like the jokes weren't landing, the impressions were not good, except for Owen.
Hmm.
Like it was
Yeah.
just not poorly
So,
executed.
so moving on. We have Mabel taking on Ken Shamrock. This is the second week that we're having a kind of King of the Ring versus King of the Ring kind of match. Mabel's using that big body,
Yeah, girl.
absolutely. Um, Apparently his reasoning for the return was not being invited into that King of the Ring triple threat match the week prior. Um,
Mm,
uh, Ken is too quick for Mabel, and he eventually evades Mabel's, big splashes, big slams, to pick the ankle, get the ankle lock, and Mabel taps. Listen, your bones are your bones are your bones are your bones. It doesn't really matter how big you are. Um,
exactly.
so he won't let go. All of the officials come in, and then Ken just starts beating up Mabel. Like it's crazy. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is what we're doing. Got
Yeah,
it,
the king
got
of the
it.
ring, he cannot control himself.
Yeah,
He's
crazy.
beating girlies up left and right.
Um, uh, absolutely. So that was a fun one. I guess again, it's another feather in Ken's cap. He's gonna keep on moving.
I kind
Um,
of like
uh,
the defeating of the previous King of the Rings. Like it's kind of fun to actually
yeah,
like I'm silencing all my predecessors, like kind of
right,
vibes.
right.
I'm kind
Hmm.
of into it. I have never seen King Mabel before, so that was exciting. I love
Yeah,
the
yeah,
fit.
yeah.
Actually, I thought I was gonna hate it when I first saw it. I was like,
He left shortly before we started.
oh,
Hmm. Hmm.
I
Hmm.
love the
Hmm.
name King Mabel. So many good
Yeah.
things about it. Yeah, into it.
Um, so then our next segment is the main event. We get Mr. McMahon coming down to the arena, and Paul Bear is in his tracks. Vince joins commentary, only to, of course, be stunned when, no pun intended, when Stone Cold Steve Austin comes out, and also decides to join commentary because,
I
duh,
don't know why you're surprised. I'm
I
not
d-
kidding.
not to be outdone.
He
And
said
so.
hi.
Yeah, so they're going back and forth about um the fully loaded pay-per-view, like teaming with the Undertaker, yada yada yada. We get the entrances of Mankind and Kane. They're both waiting in the ring, and we're like, okay. And then we get the Undertaker music, the Undertaker introduction, no Undertaker. We're like, okay, so again, this is kind of a callback. This is not the first time we've seen something like that. Usually something is up. We get the Undertaker music, the Undertaker intro, still no Undertaker. we're like, oh, all right, what's going on? Vince McMahon basically then asserts himself into the fray and is like, oh no, we're gonna have this match. And he goes to the ring announcer and he's like, you're gonna make this announcement for me. And he's like, because the Undertaker,
This was
then
so
and then
crazy.
the ring announcer was like, you are you serious? And he's like,
What?
you better fucking say it.
He's like, say it.
And he's like, because the Undertaker was too chicken shit coward to come out here, this match is going to be a one-on-one match, that is no disqualifications, falls count anywhere between Kane and Mankind. And we're like, the fuck?
Yo,
Um,
wait.
but we're like, right, sure. Um, yeah, sorry. Mankind doesn't want to go through with it. He's just like, I have given enough. Thank you very much.
Literally, I'm not kidding.
And he's like, I will not fight my friend Kane. Um, and then Vince wants Kane to, he starts getting all up in Kane's face, like, are you gonna like do something? Hello.
Hmm.
And so he basically calls for the start of the match. Nobody's fighting. Vince is going like apoplectic on the
He is
outside.
losing. He scared me because,
Mhm, yeah,
like, I don't
the
like
true
people who yell
face.
like
It's the
that.
true face.
It's the true face. Oh, it scared me. I don't like it.
No, 100%. So then Kane comes out to where Mankind has plopped himself by the ring steps, grabs a steel chair and just
No,
does
beans him.
Mankind's head in, just smashes his face in with the steel chair stuck betwixt the steps and the chair.
Yeah, I mean,
Just
and
brutal.
I was like, it said holds count anywhere and that he's not going to fight. You just push him down and
Right.
we had to do the chair right away. Right.
Right. But then,
Let Mick go home. This point.
right. Let this man, like,
Call his
give him a
wife.
vacation.
I'm not
Damn.
kidding. Call his wife and buy them a trip to the Bahamas.
Like,
They need a break.
what's a man gotta do to get some time off?
I'm not
Because
kidding.
because falling a collective like 32 feet was not it. So like,
So hit with a chair against a steel chair. No, steps. Steel
yeah,
steps. I'm here.
thrown on tacks multiple
No
times.
worries.
It's fine. It's fine. Everything's
Still
fine.
not the number one contender.
So Kane then grabs Mankind's carcass, throws it in the ring, pins him. Kane wins. Um, Vince is so excited. He's like, "Yes, this is
Kane is the
great."
number one contender.
And
Ah.
then we like hard cut to Kane in the ring. He rips off his mask. Not Kane. It's the Undertaker. The Undertaker is the number one contender, not Kane. We don't know where Kane is. It was, and then that's what they end it there. They go,
What a
it's the
freaking
Undertaker.
slay.
Done.
It literally blackout. The next episode started playing. I was distraught. I was like,
Right.
what? The way I did not see this coming even a little. The way did he walk out with Paul Bear? I wasn't even paying attention. So
Mm.
Undertaker literally got dressed in the same locker room, walked
No,
out
because
with
Paul Bearer came out with Vince
oh,
be- because they were conspiring.
stupid bitch.
So I wonder if we'll find out next week where Kane was.
If you weren't so busy running your freaking mouth, plotting, scheming in your twisted little brain, you might have noticed your literal son
Mm-hmm.
has gone missing.
Yes. Ah, yes.
But honestly, this was so fierce because also, does this mean that Undertaker, like Kane, is somewhere without the mask? You know what I mean? Like we've never seen Kane
Mm.
without his
I
face.
don't think we're going to.
I know, but still, I was like, that's interesting. What does
Mm-hmm.
he wear in his civilian clothes, Kane? I just assumed he slept and showered in that.
Right. Like it was
Interesting.
his skin.
But literally, but I was gagged. Gagged. This
Yes,
is not,
fam.
I don't, oh no, this has happened maybe once before we've seen, but not like this
Mm-hmm.
girl. Shook me to my core. And I was so happy because at first I was watching this and I was like, if this was the main event, I always think this way where I'm like, I'm at a live event And if this was the main event, I think I'd be pissed off because I'm expecting a triple threat match between Undertaker, Kane, and Mankind, and that's so exciting. And I'd be like, okay, so Kane and Mankind again, and Kane wins, and it's barely even a fight.
Oftentimes they'll do the match that was advertised just after TV.
Oh, heard. And I feel like now in this day and age, there's not as much deviation from the schedule.
Well, also the schedule's not so,
Public,
yeah.
or it wasn't.
No, I mean both in both cases it's not like even now like they'll advertise like people appearing, but they won't necessarily advertise all of the matches.
Right. I'm also thinking like in pay-per-views, like brain, where I'm like,
Oh,
obviously I'm gonna know the
pay-per-view
main
it's
eventer.
usually like it's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
planned.
But I was like, and then they take all, but
Mm,
wow,
so good.
so good. Love that. So I'm like, is Undertaker he's technically the number one contender. That is so fierce. And they have to be
I
a tag team at Fully Loaded.
right.
All the pieces are coming together.
More time for some drama to unfold. I cannot wait. Oh, it's
Yummy.
gonna be good. All right, guys, that's it for that episode. This episode is coming out just before Memorial Day if you're participating. DTS from DW, all that good stuff. Um, also that means that restorative for wrestlers is coming up soon, soon-ish.
Yeah,
So
restorative
yeah,
for wrestlers. If you're a professional wrestler, please join us on June, 19th,
12.
18th, 12th. Oops. June 12th. I have a lot of things going on, you guys.
It's
My
okay.
nieces are graduating. I have like a prom, senior awards. I had to go drive, get milkshakes, the whole thing. But June 12th, restorative for wrestlers, yoga mechanics in Montclair. Doors will open at 7. We will probably begin between 7:15 and 7:30. It is a free class for professional wrestlers. Me and the Yoga Mechanics fam are just working out a registration process because it will be free, but that way we can reserve spots for everybody and everyone, So there will be more information, hopefully sometime this week.
Period. All right, guys, this has been another edition of the New to Wrestling Podcast. Thank you for listening, watching, subscribing, all that fun stuff wherever you happen to do it. We will catch you on the next one.
We'll see you there.
Bye.
Bye.